Shalom. I am Rabbi Nathan Davidovich, speaking to you from Efrat, Israel, on behalf of the webyeshiva.org. I'm going to spend a few moments in this short Torah lesson talking about a couple of things in this Parsha, the Parsha this week, which is Parsha Yitro. This is the Parsha in which the Aseret HaDibrot, the Ten Commandments, were given. And I have basically two questions that I want to discuss. First of all, what preparation was necessary then at the time we received the Torah, and now to receive the Torah anew? What was the preparation that was necessary? The second question I want to discuss is, what does the first of the Ten Commandments, Anochi Hashem Elokecha, teach us about the different levels of belief in God? As we say, we believe in God. Well, what do you believe about God? And we hope to, in this short time, talk about both these things. First of all, in the Parsha, it says, this is the fourth Aliyah already, it says, B'chodesh hashlishi l'tzeis b'nei Yisrael me'eretz Mitzrayim, in the third month, when the children of Israel left the land of Egypt, Bayom hazeh, on that day, ba'u midbar Sinai, they came to the desert, to the Sinai desert. The next sentence says, Vayisau me'Refidim, and they traveled from Refidim, Vayavo midbar Sinai, and they came to the Sinai desert. Vayachnu b'midbar, and they camped in the desert. Vayichan sham Yisrael neged Ahor, and they camped opposite the mountain. Well, this is strange. A minute ago, we said they came to the Sinai desert. Why is it repeating the Sinai desert here? And Refidim, what's Refidim? Just to remind us, Refidim was the place where Amalek fought us and attacked those who were weak in their observance and their belief of God. So the Holy Orach Chaim, the Orach Chaim HaKodesh from Chaim Atar, he asks these questions and he says, these sentences, specifically the one by Yisrael Refidim, they traveled from Refidim, they came to the Sinai desert, and they camped opposite the mountain. They teach us three things that are necessary in terms of preparing to receive the Torah. The first, Refidim, as the Orach Chaim HaKodesh says, he says, this shows that they have come from Refidim. And Refidim, they had, as Rashi referred to, as Rafa Yodayim. They were weak in their hands. They were weak in their service to God. They're correcting that. They're coming closer to God. They're willing to come close to God, as they say, give us the Torah, whatever you tell us, we will do, and then we will listen. We'll do even before we know what we're talking about, what you're talking about. So they reached that level of strength. The next thing it says, Vayavo midbar Sinai, they came to a desert. Why is the desert repeated? So the Orach Chaim HaKodesh, the Holy Orach Chaim on that says that in order to really receive the Torah, you have to be like a desert. You have to be in a state of total humility, where your only thoughts are with God. So you have to humble yourself and be in that level. So that's being like a midbar. And of course, that's one of the reasons that the Torah was given in a midbar, in a desert, to teach us this concept of humility. That's also why it was given not on the highest mountain, but on the lowest mountain. Again, the concept of humility. The third he asks about this, why does it have to say, after it says, Vayachtu b'midbar, they camped in the desert, why does it then have to say, Vayichan sham Yisrael neged Ahor, that they camped next to the mountain? Who cares where they camped? It's already said where they camped. Sounds like the Torah is repeating itself. So he explains, no, you look at the word Vayichan sham Yisrael, and they camped, that word in the Hebrew is singular. It's as if one person camped. And Rashi on that sentence, and it's the Meforshim say, what does it mean that why it's singular? Is because Vayichan sham neged Ahor, V'leiv echad ish echad. They were like one person, one man, one heart. They were all united in wanting to receive the Torah. And that's the third characteristics of what we need to receive the Torah, the concept of achdus, unity. Now, let's go forward a few pages, and the Torah tells us, gives us the 10 commandments. It's called God spoke all these words, saying, and the first of the 10 commandments, Anochi Hashem Elokecha, I am the Lord your God, Asher Osaisichem Eretz Mitzrayim, Mibeis Avadim, who brought you out of the land of Egypt and the house of slaves. First of all, you'll notice Hashem Elokecha, the word your God, is also singular, meaning that the Torah is given to each and every single Jew. God is our God, a personal God. Now, why does it say Asher Hotzeisecha Meretz Mitzrayim? Why does it say that? Well, this is my grandson. He came to visit. Why does it say that Hashem brought us out of Egypt? We know He brought us out of Egypt. If God is going to give us the 10 commandments, why doesn't the first commandment start with Anochi Hashem Borei Olam? I'm God who created the world. Wouldn't that be more generic that this is God, not just who brought us out of Egypt? And then we know that Egypt was a place of slaves. So why does it have to say, I brought you out of the house of slavery? So the Netivot Shalom, the Slonim Rebbe, comments on this. And he says, first of all, of levels in which we have, there is perceived God as the creator of everything. Okay, God made everything, here we are. But that's it. But the Torah is telling us, and the Aseret HaDibros, the 10 Commandments are telling us that no, it wasn't that just God made everything. God is involved. God is involved right now. He brought us out of the land of Egypt. He took a special interest. Was He alone, not any angels. God alone brought us out of Egypt. So He has hashgacha pratis, providence over every act. And then further, out of Mitzrayim, the land of the house of slavery. Why is that said? Because it wasn't only that God brought us out of the land of Egypt, but also took us out of the mentality of being a slave, appeared to us, each of us individually. And this is what the Torah is teaching us, that our belief in God has to be more than just, oh yeah, God's out here somewhere. But no, God is involved in our lives. God is taking charge of everything that happens. God is not just a creator, but He has done everything, He does everything, and He will do everything. That's what the concept of belief in God is. And you have different levels in which you can reach these things. Obviously, the level of Emunah, you increase your faith and your belief in God as you keep practicing it and understanding it. But these are the important things that are said to us. We should always recognize that God is our personal God. And how do we get to that level of accepting the Torah? Vayichan sham neged hahor, by being united, by being as one people. Lev echad, am echad, one people, one heart. In the Pesach Seder, we say a song Dayenu. And in Dayenu, we said it would have been enough if God would have brought us to Har Sinai, to Mount Sinai, and not given us the Torah. What does that mean? Because at that point, we reached such a level of unity, of brotherhood, that would have been worth it. The concept of unity, of achdus, of brotherhood, is so important. My daughter Shira, of blessed memory, used to say that when somebody walks into a perfume shop, even if they don't buy anything, when they walk out, some of the smell lingers on. The fact of being together, that's what gives us a Torah. My blessing to all of us is that we should work on togetherness. We should work on the three things that the Orach Chaim told us at the beginning, and try to receive the Torah afresh every single day. Thank you for listening on behalf of the webyeshiva.org. Shabbat Shalom. We'll talk to you, God willing, next week.